Good morning everyone. Today we discuss about cell biology, in that cell cycle, right? So it is also one phase which occurs during a cell growth, right? Cell reproduction. So cell cycle nothing but the cell cycle is a cycle of stages that cell pass through to allow them to divide and produce new cells. It is sometimes referred to as the cell division cycle. For that reason, a new cell are born through the cell division of their parent cell, producing two daughter cell. So cells from a single cell, that is a parent cell. From that it gives rise to a two daughter cells. So daughter cells start life small, containing only half of the parent cell, cytoplasm, and only one copy of the DNA, that is the cell's blueprint or source code for survival here. In order to divide and produce daughter cells of their own, the newborn cells must grow and produce more copies of a visual cellular machinery, including their DNA here. So the two main parts of the cell cycle are mitosis and interphase. So mitosis is the phase of a cell division during which a parent cell divides to create two daughter cells. The longest part of the cell cycle is called interphase, the phase of growth and DNA replication between mitotic and a cell division. So here two stages are there, one mitosis and a cell division. Mitosis nothing but here cell divides. In the interphase here only cell growth and DNA replication occurs. Both mitosis and interphase are divided into smaller subphases which need to be executed in order for a cell division, growth and development to produce smoothly. Here we will focus on interphase as the phase of mitosis have been covered in our mitosis article. Right, next I will tell about a division, cell division, that is mitosis and meiosis. So interphase consists of at least three distinct stages here, during which a cell grows, produces new organelles, replicates its DNA and finally divides. Only after the cell has grown by absorbing nutrients and occupied its DNA and other essential cellular machinery can this daughter cell divide, becoming parent to two daughter cells of its own. So the graphic below show a visual representation of the cell cycle. The small section labeled M, that is a nothing but a mitosis, where occurs cell division, while the interphase is again subdivided into a G1 phase, S phase and a G2 phase. That is a interphase are divided into three phases, G1, S, G2. While in G1 only, that is G0 also occur. So you can see here, that is a G1, S and G2 phase, and mitosis you are having again prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase and cytokinesis, right? So that will we discuss about later. So in what occurs in the phases of in the interphase. So interphase having a G1 phase, G2 and S phase. So what occurs in these phases, right? Later on we will discuss about. So that is nothing but this cell cycle is used by all eukaryotic cells to produce new cells here. Prokaryotic cells such as bacteria use a process called binary fission. Only the cell divides or a cell interphase growth, that all occurs in a eukaryotic cell. For some unicellular eukaryotes, the cell cycle is the same as the reproductive cycle. Their daughter cells are independent organisms that will go on to reproduce themselves through mitosis here. In other organisms, the cell cycle is used for growth and development of a single organism, while other methods are used to reproduce the organism. So the animal and some plants here, for example, certain new offsprings through a process of a sexual reproduction, which involves the creation and a combination of special sex cells. But animals and plants still use the cell cycle to produce new cells within their tissues. This allows these multicellular organisms grow and heal throughout their lifespans. So functions of a cell cycle, what occurs here? Functions. Because cells reproduce by dividing new daughter cells and are smaller than their parental cell and may inherit the bare minimum of cellular machinery they need to survive. Before these daughter cells can divide to produce still more cells, they need to grow and reproduce their cellular machinery here. The importance of a cell cycle can be understood by doing simple math about cell division. If cells did not grow in between divisions, each generation of a daughter cell would be only half the size of the parent generations. So here by this would become a sustainable pretty if it occurs as a not here, if the cells did not grow in between the divisions, so each generation of a daughter cells would be half in the size compared to the parent cell. So this would be of unstable. So in order to accomplish this growth and prepare for a cell division, cells divide their metabolic activities into distinct phases of a gap 1 synthesis, gap 2 between cell divisions here. So next comes phases of a cell division. So first is a mitosis. So we call that as a cell cycle with a birth here. During mitosis, the parent cell goes through a complex series of steps to ensure that each daughter cell will get the materials it needs to survive, including a copy of each chromosome. Once the materials are properly sorted, the parent cell divides down the middle, pinching its membrane in two. So you can read more about the detailed steps of mitosis and how a parent cell makes sure its daughter cells will inherit what they need to survive in our article on mitosis here. So each of the new daughters are now independently living cells. So but they are small and have only one copy of the genetic material. So this means that they can't divide to produce their own daughter cells right away. So first they must pass through an interphase, which is nothing but a growth occurs here, DNA replication. The phase between division, which consists of three distinct phases here. That is first G1 phase. In G1 phase, the newly formed daughter cell grows. The G is the most often said to be a gap. G nothing but it represents as gap, since these phases appear to an outside observer within a light microscopes to be relatively inactive gaps in the cell's activity. However, given what we know today, it might be more accurate to say the G stands for growth. For the G phases are flurries of protein and organelle production, as well as literal increase in the size of the cell also. So here during the first growth or a gap phase, that is G1 phase, the cell produces many essential materials such as proteins and ribosomes. Cells that rely on specialized organelles such as chloroplast and mitochondria make a lot more of those organelles during G1, as well as the cell's size may increase as it here the cell size may be increased as it assimilates more material from its environment into its machinery life. So this allows the cell to increase its energy production and overall metabolism, preparing it for next S phase, right? That is after the cell growth, here comes S phase. S nothing but here during S phase the cell replicates its DNA. S stands for synthesis, nothing but here occurs DNA synthesis, that is a replication. So referring to the synthesis of new chromosome from raw materials. Yes, nothing but. So this is very energy intensive operation, since many nucleotides need to be synthesized. Many eukaryotic cells have dozens of chromosomes, huge masses of DNA that must be copied. So production of other substances and organelles is slowed greatly during this time as the cell focuses on replicating its entire genome. So when the S phase is completed, the cell will have two complete sets of its genetic material. This is a crucial for a cell division as it ensures that both daughter cells can receive a copy of the blueprint they need to survive and reproduce. However, replicating its DNA can leave the cell a little bit depleted. That's why it has to go through G2 phase, that is the next phase. So just like the first gap phase of the cell cycle, the G2 phase is characterized by lots of protein production. During G2 phase, many cells also check to make sure that both copies of their DNA are correct and intact. If a cell's DNA is found to be damaged, it may fail its G2 or a M phase, right? That is a M checkpoint. So named because this checkpoint happens at the end of the G2 phase, right between G2 and M phase or a mitosis. So here this G2 or a M checkpoint is very important safety measure for multicellular organisms like animals. For example, here cancers which can result in the death of the entire organisms can occur when cells with damaged DNA reproduce. By checking to see if a cell's DNA has been damaged immediately, that is before replication, so animal and some other organism reduce the risk of cancer. Next, interestingly, Some organisms can skip G2 altogether and go straight into mitosis after DNA is synthesized during S phase. Most organisms, however, find it safer to use G2 and its associated checkpoint. If the G2 or a M checkpoint is passed, the cell cycle begins again. The cell divides through mitosis and new daughter cells begin the cell that will take them through G1, S and G2 phases to produce new daughter cells of their own. So unless of course they are meant for an alternative path, that is nothing but a G0 phase. After being born through mitosis, some cells are not meant to divide themselves to produce daughter cells. For example, neurons here. Animal nerve cells do not divide. Their parent cells are stem cells and the daughters are neuron cells are programmed not to go through the cell cycle themselves because uncontrolled neuron growth and cell division could be very dangerous for the organisms. So instead of entering G1 phase after being born, neurons enter a phase scientists call G0 phase, right? That is a next phase where here instead of entering G1 phases, they are enter to the G0 phase. This is the metabolic state meant only to maintain the daughter cells, not prepare for a cell division, just is maintain. Neurons and other non-dividing cell types may spend their whole lives in G0 phases, performing their function for the overall organisms without ever dividing or reproducing themselves. So this is about a cell cycle and phases of the cell cycle. So here cell division having mitosis and interphase. Mitosis nothing but here cell divides, whereas interphase only cells grow, replicate and synthesize here. And this cell growth having G1 phase, S phase and a G2 phase here. And we discussed about the functions of a cell, right? Thank you.